Hey, hey, hey. Hello, ladies, gentlemen. It's your boy Brandon, the realist. Yeah, the realist. I wanted to talk about, I'm up late, so I wanted to talk a little bit about Bethesda gaming and, a little bit about that. I just want to make a video. I also want to do a live stream. For everybody that's tuning in, please share and like. I'm going to start to post a lot of videos and I am going to do some live. I wanted to. I just been busy, man, but I'm gonna make it to post in the daytime, post sometime in the evening, or post sometime in the night when I'm up. I'm not a night person. Usually I go to bed pretty late, so yeah. Bethesda, I think can't wait for the next can't wait for the next Doom. I gotta say, can't wait for the next Doom. Uh, so let's see here. Yes. So, um, what am I waiting for? I definitely think Starfield will be the biggest game of 2022. Um, I'm expecting really good things. Plus, it's one of the first, I think, real next gen game that's actually just coming out at next gen. So it's coming out on Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X, and also PC. So I think that's one of the first new next gen game. Then, yeah, a lot of people are talking about, what do I think Xbox should do? I think Xbox, I think Xbox should definitely focus on making. They got like 24 studios. I think they should focus on making these games. Like a lot of people, like since Xbox bought Bethesda, like they really haven't all these studios that they have, like yeah, like if you have Xbox Game Pass, or you could go and buy like the games that they've been make. But like all these studios that they have so far, we get in Starfield. We still haven't get it. We still haven't getting a new Elder Scroll yet. We still haven't getting a new Fallout. We still haven't. There is so much like games that still haven't out yet. So they know that they have all these studios since Xbox buy them. They haven't really make any games from the studio just for Xbox and PC. So a lot of people, there's so much. Like some people are talking about like VR. Like I'm not worried about VR because I go back and I look at Xbox. I look at the Xbox Connect, both Xbox Connect. The first one for 360 and the next one for Xbox One. And to me, the Xbox Connect was just, it was just extra. It was okay, but it was just something to do extra. But the thing that made Xbox 360 was so successful was the game. Xbox 360 was beating on PlayStation not because it was the more powerful system. It wasn't, but they had games. They have a lot of games, and they was providing a lot of. They had all the Fallout's. They had even you had the Call of Duty. You had the Call of Duty exclusive. You had Street Fighters. You had the Mortal Kombat. It pretty much have Xbox 360 pretty much had a lot of games that PlayStation have, but they also have their Gears of War. They had the Halo. They have several Halo that came out, and they have several Gears of War that came out. They also had Forza, and then they have other titles that I don't even play, but they had games that I think the PlayStation 3 take a while to catch up, I think, to the Xbox 360. That's how well it was selling, and with all the games that they keep putting out. So that's why when it comes to this Bethesda, I'm just hoping they focus on games, make games, and know they have Game Pass. Put some good game on Game Pass, but definitely want to make sure. I want to make. I pray like all the games that Xbox make. I want to make sure they also not just have digital copy, but they also have physical copy. You know, it, that to mean you have options. I don't mind with options. You could go digital all you want, but make sure I could also buy physical copy. What I was thinking like just for Game Pass, I was thinking they should make some games just for Game Pass. That but I'm wondering, but I'm thinking about what about the people that buy probably have Xbox. Maybe they don't want Game Pass, but the game is so good that they hear everybody talking about it, and they already have Xbox. Kind of, I don't want that person, him or her, to feel left out. To feel like if they don't, because they don't have Xbox Game Pass, they can't enjoy this great game that everybody's talking about. So I'm very iffy if they should just make games that's just on Game Pass without making like putting it on CDs. But I think if a game is a Game Pass game, I think it would be nice if they want to get more people to get into the system. Since they want to be the Netflix of games, there is movies. Because I'm thinking about it logically, there's movies that's just on Netflix, literally. So they have series that's just on Netflix. If you wanna see it, you could either get Netflix or get somebody to give you their account or whatever to log into Netflix and watch it. So I was thinking about that. Like that would be really nice for them to have something like that. But it's a weird ground. 'Cause once again, if they have something just for Xbox Game Pass, I'm wondering if it's just I'm going back off or I'm thinking about a game like that just for Xbox Game Pass. I'm thinking about a cloud game because I'm thinking that's what Xbox and some of these people are trying to do. They try to make some games that's just in the cloud, and if you make a game that's just in the cloud, in my rational mind, I'm thinking if it's just a cloud game, can you download it? Or is it a game that you always need to connect to the internet to play? I'm always thinking about that if you're making a game that's just in the cloud. Can you just download it on your system to play it offline? Or is it a game that you're always going to have to be connected on the internet to play? So I'm always thinking about that. But anyway, Xbox Game Pass is great. But once again, I want to see Xbox games sell. You know what I'm saying? I love Xbox Game Pass, but I guess it depends on what the game is and depends on how long the game is. How long does it stay on Xbox Game Pass? And once again, if it stay here a month, is is the game long enough so you know somebody could play for a month, and even if they were to take it off Xbox Game Pass after a month, then it would be good enough for somebody to buy it. So that means people would actually go out and buy this game because they'd be like, okay, it's all good, and I love it so much. I played it for a month, but you know, I like what they did with the Forza. I wish Xbox would do this more. Give people a chance to pre-order some of these games, even if it's on. So for all the people that's trying to buy the game to get this early access, that's why I think Forza is so good. Like since a lot of Xbox Game Pass game, they don't show how they sell, and then when you check out the numbers, you don't see them like on one of the high selling games. Even like Halo is amazing, but I'm not sure how great Halo sell, because a lot of people I think just ended up playing Halo on Xbox Game Pass. I have Halo on Xbox Game Pass right now, but um, I would still buy the Halo game because that's just me. Because I think it's the best Halo game that they made by far. But I can't say the same. A lot of these people that play games on Xbox Game Pass, I think they just play it and they don't buy it. Even if they like it, I think that go back to once again how long have it been in Xbox. And some people, depends on what the game is. If it's an adventure game and they beat it on Xbox Game Pass, some people are not gonna buy it because they're gonna be like, okay, I played it and I finished it, so they might just move on to something else without buying it. And I'm hoping, a lot of these good games still get people to buy them, not just like just play them. And that's why I love about Forza that it sell a whole like over 1 million. But that was, and some people try to use that. I watched several trying to, they were saying about, no, the reason Forza is an amazing game, and a lot of these people that end up buying Forza was the people that pre-order it and got that early access to play it. And then to get that early access to play, you actually got to buy it. So a lot of people ended up buying it because it was going to get to play it before it even came on Xbox Game Pass. So they ended up selling a lot of copies because it was a good game, and a lot of people wanted to play it right away. They didn't want to wait a week or 2 weeks later for it to get on Xbox Game Pass. So Forza ended up selling really good. I hope they would have did that with Halo. But because I think Halo would have did just as good as Forza, but because they put out the Halo with the free for play, and they separate the multiplayer from the. I think if Halo they would have just released one game and release it early, that you could have. I think Halo would have sold pretty good as Forza, but they didn't do that. I know some people buy copy, but I'm not sure how well the new Halo sell because who knows. I'm not sure. And Forza, I think, is probably the best selling since this Game Pass come out. I'm gonna have to go double check that, but I think since this whole Game Pass, I think Forza have been the best selling game that went to Game Pass. I know the reason why it actually is probably the best selling game that went to Game Pass is because of the early access. I'm not sure about the games that never had the early access, how well they sell. We haven't seen no shot at show a game that went to Game Pass that sell amazing, other than Forza. But once again, that went back to that early access. So I'm just hoping Bethesda just focus on just making these great games and releasing them. And yeah, I'm gonna cut this right here. Once again, I'm still trying to work in this to do more videos. Share, like, leave comments, and tell me what you think about this whole Bethesda game, and what you think about just focusing and letting out some great IPs. Thanks.